Today we're going to talk about how to write an analytical sentence. So that's where we're doing the poetry essay. We find a quote and we need to use that quote in a sentence to write analytically rather than just describing. So the example I'm going to use is the poem My Country, and I found this quote, "Her beauty and her terror." And what I've done is I've identified her beauty and her terror is a contrast. It's a contrasting image. So that's the technique that I'm going to link it to. And what I need to do is I need to be able to formulate my sentence into a T, the model sort of TEE. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by introducing the technique, and I'm going to then smoothly integrate the quote and then explain it. So here's my example here. The contrast of her beauty and her terror suggests that Australia is a country of extremes, which fascinates and challenges us at the same time. And so if we go and have a look at it, we find that we've got the contrast here, we're identifying that, is the technique. Then I've got the quote here, which is our example. And then what I do is I use this verb. Whenever, straight after the quote, if you use a verb like suggests, what that will do is it will sort of enforce you into writing an analytical statement afterwards. So this will be our explanation. So technique, example, suggests that Australia is a country of extremes, which fascinates and challenges us at the same time. Now I wanted to bring this point to the idea of identity. So what I've said is that these extremes, I'm coming back to the quote, I'm still explaining the quoting. The extremes help shape our identity as resourceful and determined people. So that flows nicely. Now underneath here I've written what I said quite a bit, and that is where ideas are just sort of dumped together and the sentences don't flow. So we've got Australia is a country of extremes, full stop. Then the quote's been put in, her beauty and her terror, full stop, which has no relation to the introductory sentence at this point. And then the third sentence, this tells us that our identity is about being determined. So all those three sentences don't flow together nicely. There's no connection between the two. And that's because it's not following this model here. Okay, so it's quite a simple thing to do. You just have to use that formula, T, E, E, and just move through those three. The best thing to do once you've written it is read it out loud to yourself, and it'll either make sense or it won't. If it doesn't make sense, go back and rephrase it.